is this going to be React Slop or React Gem? Let's find out, gamers. As JHXC64, the missing Nintendo 64 console, makes the most annoying word on the internet. There was definitely a point where Slop pissed me off, but I kind of just embraced it. Honestly, I just kind of just embraced it. You just call everything Slop now. It's just when the internet latches onto a word, you just gotta embrace it and then just weather the storm and let it go. Honestly, that's what you gotta do. There's a general like anti-wave against Slop now, where like I don't see it nearly as much. But yeah, it's become a buzzword. It's like woke. Like I use woke for the funny. When people use woke, you can immediately just go, okay, like you probably hate women and minorities. Okay, fair dues. Fair dues, fair dues. When you hear someone use slop in lieu of a better word, you could be like, okay, I thought this video was gonna be good, but it was shit now. Slop peaks when, I don't know who it was. I hope they never forget it for as long as they live. It was the person who invented the term friend slop. That had me cackling so much. Friend slop, you know. What, called having friends? They just outed themselves so easily in real time. But that was such a funny moment to be on Twitter. Everyone was clowning that guy so hard. And then do you not splintered off from that, gamers? Another tweet that people like cooked the guy for, and rightfully so. Oh my god, this image. Oh my god, this person. I hope this person never forgets this moment as long as they live. This fucking shit. I'm tired of everything called friend slop, so I gave it a set definition. What do you mean you gave it a set definition? It's just a slander name. No, it's just a flippant word you use to like write off a game. Why did you think about this for more than 2 seconds, you weirdo? What? Yeah, literally, this is the worst Discord. What purpose does it serve to guilt trip out here? Yeah, literally. It's truth, mate. All right, why is Slop bad? Let us know.
We need to talk about the word slop. Again, this
Do
is
we?
the second video about this topic. My first one from roughly a year ago was mostly in the context of YouTube content, from the point of view of someone who watches and does YouTube. It didn't exactly do all too well, and I feel like I could have changed some things to better get my point across, but I was still glad to get my frustrations out when I did, so that I could just move on from that whole discussion.
Okay.
Little did I know
so now take two, let's go, all right.
this stupid word would go from just being about AI content farms and problematic commentary channels to becoming this universal insult used against any work of art that somebody doesn't like, whether or not such art actually falls underneath the definition of
but
slop.
like, it's just kind of, yeah, but like, firstly, that's just kind of what happens to language. Like, at one point, literally used to mean literally, but then in like the 2000s, like the 90s and 2000s, literally started to mean figuratively. And as annoying as that is, that's just kind of what happens to language. Language kind of evolves or devolves depending on how you think about it. So the best you could do is either go along with the wave or just like cry like a baby. That's what you can do, really. Like, I'd hate to be flippant, but like, yeah, that's just kind of how language goes, you know what I mean? But what do you have to say? Let's find out.
And by art, I mean literally anything. Music, games, literature, memes, content, nothing is safe from this word.
Yeah.
I've seen all sorts of perfectly fine and even really, really good things that are handmade with no generative AI whatsoever get called some form of slop. From Peak, Repo, Lethal Company, Minecraft updates, Kanye West's older albums, Radiohead's...
Oh my god, Graduation mentions. But yeah, like if somebody called, like Graduation is like one of my favorite albums ever made. If someone called it slop, I'd just like laugh at them. I don't know what to tell you, buddy. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, Kanye slop, you know what I mean? That's just how it Graduation slop, like, that's how it is.
In Rainbows, Weezer's Blue album, Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah, okay, but like if somebody honestly looks at you and says Final Fantasy VII is slop, like what? Like my questions to you is, why are you taking them seriously? I hope you answer that in this video. Because if anything, the kind of devolution, or evolution, depending on how you look at it, of the word slop serves a good indicator for the kind of discourse you're going to see. In the same way, like if somebody sees like a woman in a video game and calls it woke, I'm probably not going to engage with that person. They're probably, like 9 times out of 10 when someone calls like women and minority stuff woke, it's like, okay, just tell me you're a sexist or a racist, bro. Just like 9 times, like I would say 7 times out of 10 it tends to be the case. I'm just like, just be real with me. So in the same way, like if someone like calls something that's obviously high quality slop, like, obviously, okay, this is obviously like a 14-year-old, I could just walk away.
Evangelion, Kingdom Hearts, Diablo 2, Sonic Adventure 2, GoldenEye 007, Spyro the Dragon, Defunct Land, Joseph Anderson, and even the Angry Video Game Nerd, and everything.
Okay, Angry Video Game Nerd is kind of slop though. Post Pepsi Man, he's just AVGN slop, that's how it is. That's all it is, broski.
Else James Rolfe has made in the past decade or so. Like, the fact that
Oh, hang on. What did you type there? What did you type there? Irrelevant info, pause to read. Well, I can't find, again, the one motherfucker who I found called AVGN Unk Slop. He is, though. He is. You're talking to me. I used to watch him as a kid. I loved his old content. But yeah, he's kind of become Unk Slop now. If you want a more earnest take on that, he's someone who probably should have evolved a very long time ago and didn't. And as a result, his audience is very, like, self-contained. And he has, like, probably no room for growth as a result of that. Yeah, so, like, or if you want to be, like, just quick and flippant, you can call it Unk Slop. I think that's fair. Is there any Unk Gem? Red Letter Media. Red Letter Media is Unk Gem. Because even though they've been doing the same thing for, like, 20 years now, they're still very funny. they're still like really funny and witty, and I like their movie stuff. Would Bandy be Unk Gem? I'd say Bandy's Unk Gem. Yeah, I'd say so. I'm Unk Gem. Yeah, I guess I'm kind of Unk Gem. It's done when someone uses the term slop in the place of actual criticism, but I'd assume that when people say slop, it's coming from a joking manner. Some people use woke for that. Yeah, it's like when I say woke. Like, woke is like such a funny term to use, but like, I'm never going to use that like in lieu of actual criticisms. Like, it's just not going to happen. So I think it's kind of like I would say I don't know if there's a term for this, but it's like a discourse indicator. I don't know. Again, I don't know if there's a better term, tell me. But the term I want to use now is a discourse indicator. If you see someone using woke unironically, the discourse you're about to dive into is about to delve into the realms of like questionable. So it's like, okay, do you proceed or do you like back out? You know, if you hear someone who's slop unironically, this discourse is obviously like level 0, if level 1 at the best. Do you still engage? I think it's important. I think it's important to have those like discourse indicators. You know, I think it's important. I think they serve a good value, you know what I mean? Nostalgia Kid got that whole AVG and got stuck in. He might have a niche audience because see how he's evolved. Yeah, definitely, I'd say so about. At least Nostalgia Critic seems like he's having more fun with it. Whereas AVGN, obviously, he doesn't, unfortunately. People who feel like Cinemassacre's content has become mediocre for years now due to some conspiracy or truth, however, I still don't fully understand to care about. Well, okay, you're referring to the Cinemassacre Truth subreddit, which kind of exists. I don't know if you guys, I know a lot about this stuff. I'm actually really caught up on old AVGN lore. There's a spin-off subreddit that happened from the AVGN, or the Cinemassacre, called the Cinemassacre Truth, which was a place to discuss the happenings of Cinemassacre without the censorship of the main subreddit. So, and like that's what they use to like earnestly discuss AVGN. Obviously, it's a subreddit made for negativity, so there's bound to be some crazy people. But like the subreddit was founded because of the main subreddit just being very censorious and stupid, and as a result it formed, which I think had a legitimate purpose. But if you're going to write that off as conspiracy or truth, that's just kind of stupid, honestly. It got weird when they attack his wife, they're definitely weird for that. And from what I've seen, they tend to do a good job at censoring that, although sometimes it can be a bit questionable. But it's a bit like when Game Grumps had a splinter subreddit called Conspiracy Grumps. It formed because Game Grumps were not being totally truthful about what happened with John Tron and Aaron Hansen, and as a result, obviously people want to be able to discuss things without the censorious nature of the actual subreddit, so it splintered off. That's how it happened. If you're not going to do the research on it, little bro, I will. How about that? How about that, JHXC? Cool. Hey, listen, if you want to do any old AVGN stuff, you gotta call me, okay? You gotta call me, all right? But like, AVGN isn't as good as it used to be. Most of it can just be talked up to the series being over 20 years old. No, you could chalk it up to him being old and not willing to evolve. How is Red Letter Media's been doing the same shit for like 20 years, but they're still really fucking funny, and it's obvious that they love what they do still. And yet AVGN, like this is a man, like to be clear, chat, this is a man who makes a 6-figure salary off his YouTube channel, and when he decided to get like married and have kids, obviously like his priorities would be shifted, but instead of like expanding his operation to maybe like expand his brand to maybe secure his legacy for the future, he downsized his setup to his fucking garage, and as a result the cinematography got like way less interesting. Like, yeah, that's what happened. So listen, you're talking to an AVGN historian, okay? Know your place, dingus. He still occasionally has great episodes from time to time. Name one. no, I'm serious. I'm not even trying to be a cunt. Name one. The last episode I watched from start to finish without getting bored was Pepsi Man. And that's mainly because I love Pepsi Man the game, so the catharsis of seeing AVGN cover it was really funny to me. That episode's probably 7 years old. Point to me one. No, seriously, point to me one. I'd love to know if there was any good ones. Hell, man. I don't know. Revisiting Jekyll and Hyde, being Jekyll and Hyde? I have to watch that one. I don't know, man. I used to be a big fan of Board James when he used to watch AVGN. Yeah, it's almost as if, right? Crazy how that works, Pi. It's almost as if when he was in the peak of his powers, he should have like splintered off he should have splintered off into other series so that he wasn't just relying on AVGN. James and Mike Mondays, fucking, what was it? Board James. He could have done stuff like this. But instead, he brought Screenwave on and started a shitty podcast that he didn't talk on. Yeah, he's old. He's old in Skibbity Toilet. I'm just glad he's still around doing his stuff, even if it isn't exactly the same as it would be 20 whole years ago. He's unk and he fell off, okay? And he fell off, and he needs to get better, otherwise he's cringe, okay? I miss You Know What's Bullshit. Yeah, I miss that too. It's a shame. It's a shame, huh?
Like, the fact that someone called Radiohead Slop...
I tried to watch modern AVGN, but recently I fell off. Compared that to Doug Walker, I've actually... Yeah, he fell off because he's boring. How many times can you watch a man pop in a fucking NES game and go, this game's shitty. Look at these shitty controls. Just pop this fucker in. Good, this fucking shitty game. I'm gonna smash it with a hammer. There's only so many times you can watch a man do that, all right? Do you know what he should have done? 7 years ago, he should have splintered off and started covering more modern games. Because, like, the audience that appreciated NES games and were nostalgic for NES games, they're old now, bro. They're like 50 now. What you should do is you should be the AVGN, but you should, like, cover, like, shovelware, PS2, and Wii games. I'd watch that shit. You kidding me? I would watch AVGN do an episode on Carnival games. I'd watch that. If you just modernized a bit. That could work. But no, he's doing NES games still. I don't want to watch fucking, like, Schmunkler's Revenge, The Secrets of the Treasure of Nambu on the NES. I don't want to watch that anymore, bro. I watched it fucking 20 years ago. He should have done shovelware AVGN on, like, the PS2. Would have been fucking sick. But no, he's old. He's old and gave up. He lost his passion. Now he just does Rex Viper. That's what he does now. He's old.
Highlights how completely useless and overused the word slop has become because of how clearly subjective it is. And it drives me insane, especially when people try to combine the word with some other word to form a compound type of slop.
Okay, but like
describe entire swaths of things that annoy them for no good reason.
Okay, but that's just funny that, I think this guy is just like, he's just too internet pills. He's just too internet pilled, unfortunately. I think... if anything, that's kind of what's made Slop kind of stay relevant for like longer than it probably should have been, in that it's kind of evolved and become a bit of a suffix, you know? Definitely. He's too grunt-pilled. I think he's too grunt-pilled, unfortunately.
Videos longer than 30 to 40 minutes are now long slop.
Really? Who said this? Long slop?
Because people don't have attention.
YouTube is just long slop. Fucking hell. Joseph Anderson is a prime example of long slop. The guy had 30 minutes of valuable things to say and make a 4-hour video. That's just true. Hang on. You've pointed out a word that annoys you, but this person explained it perfectly. Yes. We've all bumped into videos like that, right, chat? Hang on. We've all watched videos like that, haven't we? Where it's like, man, this video was half an hour. I felt like it could have been 10 minutes. We've all watched videos like that. Don't tell me you haven't. It's literally the reason why I don't watch video essays by new YouTubers anymore. I've seen enough video essays where they've wasted my fucking time. Well, I'm not even kidding. It's sad, but I don't take a punt on new video essays anymore. The only time I take a punt on a new video essayist is when like my Discord or someone personally recommends it to me. If someone in Discord was like, oh, watch this video essay, this was actually really good, then I'll check it. If it gets the seal of approval for someone else. I used to watch video essays. I love the video essay format. Because I've seen enough people fuck around with it. Oh, before we do that, we have to go back. Industrial Revolution? Fuck that. No, wasting my fucking god-ass time, bro. Brevity is the soul of wit sometimes, all right? Come on now. Yeah, so this is just wrong. This is a bad example. This one was a good example because it's like, okay, he's just saying long slot. But like, there's literally a parody where the main gag of the video essay, bumfuck, just talks about the industrial. Yeah, literally. It's such an unbelievably accurate phenomenon that it was parodied. Do you know what I mean?
Attention spans anymore. Indie multiplayer co-op games from the 2020s are now friend slop because people don't have friends.
Okay, friend slop was funny. You could have me in Guantanamo, Alcatraz. My entire family on maybe an entire family, right? But like, you could have me in the most precarious situation, and you would never get me to believe that friend slop just wasn't fucking funny. Friend slop is such a funny term because not only is it accurate to a certain phenomena of video games, but it's just a funny term. It's just a very, very funny term. That's all it is. Like friend slop caught on. You have to leave friend slop alone. Long slop, bit dry. I'd give that a C tier. Friend slop is like an S tier phrase. S tier.
Any game or album or piece of media released before 2010 is now slop.
Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. I've personally met archetypes of people that the moment you tell them a game is like not in HD, they'll be like, it looks so old. It looks so, you want to play Xenoblade Chronicles on the Wii with all those fucking pixels? I've definitely met that archetype of person. But on the other side, gamers, you have met the kind of person who goes, oh, man, video games they're just not what they used to be. And you know what I do when I find them gamers? I laugh at them with you, all right? Because I'm someone who could easily, I'm at the age where I could fall for the archetype of person, and I laugh at yeah, the gaming is dead, yes. Actually, like, literally, that's slop. If someone tells you that insert console from 2 generations ago was the peak of gaming, they're I'm sorry, they're Were they cool and unique things about the early, like, online space of multiplayer gaming and, like, the internet evolved? Absolutely. And I think there's really interesting conversations you can get into things that happened in that era that just don't exist today. But when people just, like, go, it just, yeah, go away. Slop. Unking!
Because I don't even fucking know.
I know these are probably jokes, especially the Aunt Slop one, because why Kirby got to catch a stray, but it hurts my soul. Why does it hurt your soul? You're old. You're old and skibbity cringe, broski. Go play DK Bonanza. You're old. You're old. I'm sorry, you're old. Old.
No, adults are annoying. Games that you need a wiki for are now wiki slop.
No, hang on. That's it. Why are you... I don't... Like, okay, are they uses of the word slop that can be fucking annoying? Yes, but this is just true. I genuinely have no inclination to play Terraria because everyone just goes, yeah, just look up. No, fuck that. No. I think I said this in a Pokemon stream earlier. Easily one of the worst aspects of modern Pokemon that like not really many people talk about, I haven't seen nobody do it, is the like as the wikification of Pokemon. There is not a single NPC that will tell you how to evolve a Hisuian Basculin. You just have to know they have to take recoil damage 3 times in one battle and then you evolve it. That's dumb. Any game where you need a wiki to figure out, yes, it's dumb. It's dumb and stupid and dumb. And I hate this. It's one of the worst aspects of modern Pokemon, and I really hope they would fix it. And it's a shame that, like, not really many people talk. I might make a standalone video on Palkia about that, actually, because more people should talk about it. Like, the fact that you have to go, oh, Cerebi. No. Cerebi should be, like, I can see the thumbnail right now. Like, it's literally going to be Bulbapedia and Cerebi, worse than Hitler. I got the thumbnail right then. I'm making the video next week. Honestly. Genuinely one of the worst things about fucking modern Pokemon. It sucks.
Because people don't want to look things up for themselves? Like, what's next? Cozy slop? Sand slop?
Yep.
Conveyor slop?
Yep.
Indie slop?
Yep.
Essay slop?
Yep.
Goat slop?
Yeah.
And bald slop? That sounds absolutely crazy now that I think of it. I will say AI.
No, people call it ball and gun slop. People do it all the time. Yeah.
Slop, which is by far the most common use for the word, to the point of running slop the Merriam-Webster Word of the Year in 20...
Okay, but that's just like objectively valid. That's just objectively valid. Anytime you see AI generated nonsense, chat, it is your God-given human right, nay, your obligation to refer to it as slop. Everyone should do that.
The camera's on.
Kim's been in the whole time, huh?
Empire gave $5 to fix the low support. Would you rather met than a young game that good old gamer not good as the new one, or old gamer that go it not as good as the days and it now?
I'd throw myself in a fucking volcano if I had to deal with like yunkles or uncles. I'll throw them both in the fucking. I'll throw myself in a volcano. So that's what I'll do. All right.
25 is an absolutely valid term because
he agrees.
AI is absolutely slop. In fact, Merriam-Webster's definition specifically mentions AI.
Yep.
But don't go calling AI artists that, or they might just call your real art pencil slop. A word specifically used.
Yeah, exactly. It's a word that they use to indicate that you've won the argument. Once AI bros start calling you pencil slop, you've won. You've won the argument. It's the modern day version of when you were arguing with someone in a forum, and instead of debating your point, they corrected your spelling. Like, you won. You know you won the argument at that point. If someone calls you pencil slop, it's a self-report. In fact, if anything, this is an objectively good use of the word slop, because the moment they use it, you know, that guy's a cunt.
used to be a rage-baiting asshole.
No, it's a word used to signal that person's a cunt. And you should probably block him. Genuinely, I'm glad that people, the AI bro started using this term. Because the moment I hear it, I could just block him. Perfect.
Like, I know a lot of this shit is just obvious rage bait, but it's working. Alright? And I don't care that I'm falling for it.
You should care that you're falling for it. Dipshit. Why are you falling? Why are you admitting to taking an L? Dumbass. Block them. Your algorithms are what you make of them, idiots. I don't see any Gen AI shit on my Twitter feed because I block and mute every single person I see. And as a result, my algorithm is perfect. My Twitter algorithm is amazing. My YouTube algorithm is fantastic. If you're getting rage baited, that's your own fault, idiot. If you leave a platform angrier than when you went on it, and you're trying to seem like, and you're trying to make yourself seem like not holier than thou, but you're trying to like justify your anger in a video, you're just an idiot, broski. You got baited. You're bait slop. You're bait slop, broski. I'll just use this video when I want to like go fishing to catch some fish. How about that? Yeah, why are you admitting to this? Why are you posting your L online for your 72,000 subscribers?
Doing all these perfectly good, human-made things get called this ugly word that's literally defined as usually being AI-generated genuinely makes me want to put my head through a wall because they don't deserve it. Alright?
Oh, they don't deserve it. What, are you going to be the internet savior? Broski, there's like kids in Africa starving. Does that make you want to put your head through a wall? Or is it just this? Like, okay, holier than thou. Like, what do you mean? You're just one man. You're only human. The fuck you... Why are you getting angry at this? Like, are you getting angry at the social and political state of the world right now, Jaden Smith? Yeah, holy hero complex. What the... Broski, you're only human. What are you... Hero slot? Savior slot? Who is this guy? Who do you think you are, man?
Passion projects and other things that real people...
People think I'm egotistical. Like, I might have a bit of an ego, but I admit that I'm only just the guy. In my bedroom 9 times out of 10. I'm at work now. But at least I admit I'm just the guy. I'm just the bean.
Have put effort and love into that do not deserve to be lumped in with AI-generated trash. Even if the media...
And that's the internet. That's what's going to happen. The best you can do is just the best you can do is either call them out or block them. That's the best you can do. Like, what else do you want to do, man?
Mediocre and don't...
What are you going to do? Piss yourself in a YouTube video? In fact, if anything, this is probably the worst thing you could have done to combat people calling actual art AI slop. You're just admitting it pisses you off? Na boo-boo?
Really add much of substance, there's still someone's own creation that came from someone's heart. When used incorrectly and carelessly, not only can the word slop devalue art, but it can make the artist feel devalued themselves. It can make them feel...
Okay, boo-hoo? I get called... Am I slop? Like, what happens if I get called slop? Are you gonna cry for me as well while you're at it? The fuck it... This just reeks of savior like, do you know the worst part about this video is, Mr. 64? You said you made this video before and you didn't like it, so you made this again. Mate, you're gonna need an attempt free. I think Moonghost says it best. Like, there's a smart way to tackle this topic, but I'm not seeing it in this video. Yeah. Like, you're making it seem like the internet is this, like, thing that you can appeal to emotion about. No. The internet is cold and callous. And especially with, like, the public square, so to speak, of the internet, which is Twitter, is like not only like you get monetized now for tweeting stuff. There are people that make money off you getting angry, and you're just gonna let them. And instead of like telling people what I tell you guys, which is attune your algorithm so you're seeing good shit that you like, you're instead admitting wow, it's working. Wow, why is it working? Think of the artist. Won't someone think of the children? What the hell? This is crazy work.
Feel like they aren't real artists and that they don't care enough about their work, so why should anyone else
Hang on, let me hear the whole point from the start, my bad.
Value art, but it can make the artist feel devalued themselves. It can make them feel like they aren't real artists and that they don't care enough about their work, so why should anyone else care?
If somebody calling your art like slop is enough to put you off stop making art, I think you should stop. And that might sound harsh, but that's true. If I stopped live streaming when I got one hater in my chat, I would have stopped live streaming 7 years ago. None of you guys would be here. And that's not to say, like, I'm justifying people being mean to you. What I'm saying is, people are going to be mean. There's only one thing you're either gonna... What makes more sense, chat? Controlling the internet or controlling your own feelings and emotions and how you process things? That's why a lot of things that like I advocate for are on a you level. I'm always that's why the thing I do is I advocate for your agency. I always say, what can you do to make things better? You can attune your algorithms. You can teach people about the same things that I teach you. Yes. And if people on the internet get mad about it, then that's just kind of what the internet does. I think it's more so you shouldn't just post your art on the internet. Yeah, like obviously, like the ultimate end game is you shouldn't post your art on the internet, obviously. But what I'm saying is, say somebody does want to post their art on the internet, maybe like make a name for themselves, they're obviously going to bump into like people that don't like their stuff and they're going to get called all sorts of things. As long as it doesn't like delve into the realm of life ruination, that's just what the internet does. Like I think what was it? I unpinned the comment from my gamer zone, but like somebody literally told me that they're gonna send me back to my own country. To which, firstly, I am in my country. What do you mean, like Camden Town? Is that where you're gonna send me? If so, can we go to the Wendy's there? But yeah, like if I quit when one person said a racist comment to me, I would have quit like. So all I'm saying is that I advocate for getting a thicker skin. You seem to be advocating for babying everyone.
I would argue that maybe artists shouldn't care about
okay. I paused too soon. He addresses it. I'll take everything I just said back if you say exactly not exactly what I said, but to the same effect of what I said. You could argue that maybe artists shouldn't care what other people. Yes, exactly.
other people think and to just make art for themselves or whatever.
Yes.
And I'd argue that's exactly the point. Making art for yourself is the opposite of slop. You're not trying to rot anyone's brain or spam anyone's feed. You're just trying to express yourself.
Yeah, you are. And some people aren't going to like that expression. And when they say that, they might use the word slop. That's the nature of art. Some people might perceive your art as the best thing on planet Earth. Other people might think it's the worst thing you've ever seen. Yeah, you're just trying to express yourself, but that's literally art. That's what makes art art. It's the subjective interpretation that everyone can make. That's literally what art is. So to get the compliments, to get compliments is also get critique. To get love is to also get hate. That's how art works. What do you mean?
Or at the very least gain some kind of catharsis from the process. And when even that gets called slop, I'd imagine it'd feel like a completely unwarranted, almost personal slap to the face. It's like, you know all that hard work you put into that passion project of yours? That didn't happen.
No, it did happen. It's just some people didn't like it. That's just the internet. Some people think I'm soundboard slop. Some people think I'm like loud slop. Some people think I'm all sorts of slop. But what if it was actually shit? True! What if your art was just actually shit though? You know what I mean? People only put up the hard work argument when someone doesn't like something. Yeah, it's just strange, isn't it? It's very, very strange. One of the best things that I know when it comes to socializing is that not everyone's gonna like you. Yeah, not everyone's gonna like you. And like, will there be like genuine like pieces of shit that will say the worst things to you? Yeah, but like some people genuinely just won't like you. So some people like probably like tried to watch one of my streams, watch like 15 minutes of it and were like, I'm okay. And they just never watched me again. That happens, yeah. Is it a shame when that happens? Yeah, of course. But like, to have people that enjoy my content, like you guys in the chat, is to also have people that just don't gel with my stuff as well. Some people probably don't like it that like I'm like super like aggressive and confrontational. Some people really don't like that. But there are probably people in my chat that think that's really refreshing, you know?
This is just 8 minutes, say Slop.
Drew! Thank you, very good.
You're doing great for your first day.
You can't value the opinion of every person that interacts with your work.
Yes.
Unless it's someone that provenly care about you, don't give it weight.
Yes, literally. Like, if like 10 people came in my chat right now and was like, oh, you fuck so, like, I wouldn't care. But like, if someone who like had been watching my stuff for a while said they don't like watching my stuff anymore, yeah, that'd be like, that hurt my feelings. I'd be like, oh, that's a shame. It's a shame I don't like my stuff anymore. But like, yeah, it's just, yeah, most of these abrasive slop. Yeah, but like, that's one thing I've heard from people. Like, I've heard that some people say, like, I think one of the most common critiques I get is that I'm just a bit too abrasive. And like, I 100% understand that. Like, I understand that, like, I'm a bit, like, rough around the edges for some people, 100%. But like, that's just what makes being what I am fun. Half the fun is like me being a bit of a cunt, you know? That's half the fun. That's like, in fact, I'll say like that's 70% of the fun I have live streaming, to be honest. I love that, you know? I love that sort of thing. And I understand, and I think some people gel with that a lot. I imagine a lot of you guys do, and some people just don't, you know? Some people I think are too, but I stick around because I'm able to just tell you that, and you'll hear it out. Yeah, exactly. Like, and that's the other thing as well. Like, if I am being a bit too abrasive, you could just say, mostly, come on, man, laying it on a bit too thick. Then I'll be like, oh, do you know what, fair? Do you know what, fair? Because I'm quite self-aware about the fact that I'm quite abrasive. But I just like it. It's just banter, Slop. Just a banter, mate. It's just cheeky banter. It's just cheeky banter, isn't it? It's just little banter. You know, we'd rather be divisive. We'd rather be divisive than indecisive. Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah.
You didn't
Yap slop. I'm yap slopping, guys. I'm yap slopping. Anyway.
work hard at all, and you clearly aren't passionate about what you do because I don't like your work, and I know better than you about your intentions and your work process.
Or maybe they were just a troll who just wanted to piss you off. Did you ever think about that? Did you ever think about that? maybe they just wanted to ruin your fucking day. You know what I mean? Maybe they just wanted to ruin your life. You know? Maybe. Did you ever think about that? Is it so unbelievable that somebody would just say some negative shit to you just because they could? Or is like, did you just blow in from stupid town? Because I've been on the internet for like what, like 30, not 30 years, Jesus Christ, for like 20 plus years. And like, yeah, that just happens. It's been happening since I was a kid. It's been happening when I was a teenager, and it's happened now that I'm an adult. You know, this is what happens. That's the internet. That's the internet for you. You know what I mean? People can beat me on the internet. No.
It may as well have been AI generated, and it wouldn't be any different. Slop. It's slop. All you make is slop. Matter of fact, you are slop.
Whoa. Okay, listen. Leave me out of this. Leave me out of this, bro. What have I done? Ref, have a fucking word with him, mate. I don't believe this, man. I don't believe this. How about your slop? Yeah, you. Your slop, Mr. 64. Your slop. I think someone was saying something earlier. Hang on. Every single be kind on the internet message falls on deaf ears. For some people, anonymity pushes aside empathy. I just heard about this guy in Japan who made fun of the earthquakes in his area. Yeah, like I think that's the number one thing that like this archetype of video always fails to understand is that like anonymity naturally like removes that barrier for empathy that people have. The reason why most people wouldn't say half the shit they do on the internet to someone's face. They just wouldn't. Because when you talk to someone face to face, you can literally see in real time the action that your words have on someone. And secondly, in real life, there's the chance that someone could just go right to your face and knock one of your teeth. Whereas in the real life, in the internet, you don't have to worry about that sort of thing. So people will just say shit. So they'll just be saying shit, you know? So yeah, like this sort of message just always falls. I just find, you know me, I hate. Not only does it fall on deaf ears, I just fucking hate this shit. It's just so annoying. I don't know, Moresty. You have a channel for React Slop and you use soundboard Slop for cheap laughs. I think you might be Hang on. Hey, take that back right now. I'm actually banning you. Take that back. I am not dweeb Slop. Chat, am I dweeb Slop? There's no way. This is just preach Slop. Okay, this is preach Slop, 100%. Here I was trying to lump Slop with the sole definition of being AI, not the definition of, being bad. Slop can be just used bad. Yeah, literally.
As a person, you are slop. You're uninspired, unoriginal, talentless, passionless, and fake. You are a fake artist, and you should be ashamed of yourself for daring to follow your dreams.
I literally had someone last week tell me they want me to go back to my country. If someone called me Slop, that'd be way better in comparison. Have you ever thought about that, Mr. 64? Did you ever think about that for like more than 2 seconds? I would relish at the idea of someone calling me Slop. Because it's better than someone I'd rather someone disregard me and compare me to AI than literally tell me that I shouldn't exist because of my skin color. And while it's definitely bad that people say AI, don't get me wrong, it's bad. There's worse things to be called on the internet. Yeah, I'd rather be slandered with a meaningless word than someone dissing me over something I can't control. Just another angle I don't think you considered. He's never been called the N-word before. Like, it's a joke, but like, where's the lie, JD? Where's the lie, right? Where's the lie?
Never cook again. And the worst thing about all this...
I could say the same to you, actually.
The thing that pisses me off the most...
What pisses you off the most?
I was one of these people. For whatever reason,
Oh my fucking god. It's one. Oh my god. This whole video is guilt slop. That's what it's trolls remorse. Many such. Oh, kill me. Fucking kill me. We were baited, gamers. We were baited. This whole video is trolls remorse. If you guys don't know, it's a genuine phenomenon when someone like was a bit of a troll, someone a ripped scallion, they kind of feel this need to atone and repent in their later years when like they're like, oh, I used to be so mean back in the... Yeah, I was a cunt to people when I played Call of Duty. Ask me if I do it again, I'll snap your hand off, mate. I'll do it right now. Buy me a copy of Black Ops 7. I'm yelling all sorts of things at people. Maybe not slurs anymore, I'm past that, I'm not 15 anymore. But I'm yelling all sorts of people, are you kidding me? I'll do it again! I'll do it again, broski! I'll do it for free! I'll do it for free! Are you kidding me? What do you mean? What do you mean? I don't get it, man. I don't get it. It's just trolls were raws, isn't it? That's all it is.
I'm still not sure of. Ironically, in the middle of my original video on Slop, I decided to call both Moon and the Moon channel Slop, with zero explanation, other than I don't like their videos. Completely contradicting the arguments I've been trying to make in that video.
And I felt so bad. There were two channels and I stripped away their civil rights. And I had to wait for Martin Luther King Jr. to say, I have a dream that someday someone will not be discriminated against due to how tightly locked they are, but instead the benefit they do when you look up at the night sky and see me. I have a dream. I have a dream that one day you'll be able to see me in the horizon and see me for what I am instead of the content that I put. I have a dream. This is dream slop, isn't it? This is dream slop, isn't it?
Two completely different channels by two different people that I put under the same label. Moon is a YouTuber who's basically the biggest doomer on the platform.
Well, then maybe he is slop then. I would, I have no qualms calling him slop. If he's a doomer, I can't, get rid of all doomers. Ban all doomers. If I was YouTube CEO day one, banning all doomers. Banning, the world is shit enough as it is. We don't need people saying it's even shitter. Nah, fuck that noise. Fuck that noise. I'm Hope Core for life, baby. Ban all doomers. Actually, lock them up. Lock them up in Guantanamo, Alcatraz. Lock them up, baby. They're gone. They're gone. He is slop. Fuck that.
And Moon Channel is a lawyer who typically makes laid-back videos about video game law. And while Moon is
he's fine. He can stay.
often considered a Slop channel for a multitude of reasons that have been explained by people who actually care enough to watch his videos.
I mean, if he's a plagiarist, then I guess he is slop. I don't know. I would refer to plagiarist as slop. If this is true, by the way. I don't know if it's true or not. But yeah, I'd refer to plagiarist as slop. Fuck that, if that's true.
Mooney is just kind of doing his thing and isn't actually Slop at all. And yet, because of one now removed video Mooney uploaded on Carl Jobst that he has since apologized for, and the fact that his name is so similar to the other Moon channel, I just decided to call both of them Slop, because I just don't like them. Which isn't even true for
And you will repent for your sins forever. You'll repent for your sins ever. Time to flagellate, boy. Time to... Literally, he was Moonist, wasn't he? Just because they had the same name, you decided to lump them both together, huh? Is that how it goes with you? Is that how it goes with you, JXCH? Is that how it goes? Ooh. Don't see color, huh? You didn't see the two different shades of white on that moon surface, nah? Unbelievable. I stand with my mooners. I stand with my mooners, chat. I stand with them.
Mooney anymore. I've actually come around.
Moon emojis in the chat, guys. Moon emojis, space racism. The Sun Mystic community does not tolerate space racism. That's what I'm saying. We do not tolerate it. We do not tolerate it now. We will not tolerate it ever. All right? We stand with the moon people. It's Moon History Month next month, guys. I hope you've been studying, okay?
To his content, and I feel like
what's the most annoying? It's slop, by the way. If anyone who's just joining, the most annoying word is slop, apparently.
And absolutely
Moon's in the chat, gamers. We stand proud with our moon brothers. With our moon mothers and brothers. We stand proud with them, alright?
hypocritical dumbass for ever calling him Slop, and I've been kicking myself ever since.
Yeah? I'm gonna be honest, I think Moon Channel's probably moved on by now. This is the worst kind of savior complex, chat. He's probably moved on months from now by now. Do you know what I mean? What do you... he probably doesn't give a shit anymore. Do you know what I mean? You made this apology like, presumably like days, if not weeks, if not months after. He's probably just moved on. Worst kind of messiah slop indeed.
Alright, if you ever watch this, Mooney, I'm so sorry for doing you like that. Please forgive me.
Why would you apologize? Why don't you apologize to him? Why are you apologizing in the middle of your video essay? Why not just apologize to him? I know if someone like mischaracterized me in a video, I'd personally rather they just apologize to me directly. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Like I'm not one for like public like shows of like displays of like flagellation. I'm just rather you go, yeah, mate, I did it. I'm sorry. In fact, I don't even need an apology. But if I did, I prefer one you just told me. A little bit performative, a little bit. I don't know, man.
But it only proves my point. This word is incendiary, not just towards the artist it's...
Man, I felt this level of shame for things I've done in my past. At a certain point, you gotta forgive yourself rather than expecting forgiveness from the other party. Yeah, basically. Weird. It's very strange. Very, very strange, honestly. But yeah, it's just like, life is just... life moves so fast, there's no point dwelling on stuff like this. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, was it shitty that you did this on an objective level? Sure, but like... You live, you learn, you forgive, you forget. That's just kind of how life... Weird. Very weird, I don't know.
used against, but also towards the fans of said artists. It was hearing some of my favorite YouTubers being called Slop that pushed me to make that original video to begin with, because it felt like my taste in YouTubers was being attacked, even if it wasn't. Imagine how the
So you were fine with using the word slop, then people use slop against the people you don't like, and like, I'm rising up against the slappers. I can't believe, I do say, ladies and gentlemen, I'm taking a stand against the word slap. I once heard my boy video game donkey called Slap. And I'll have no such thing ever happen again, Your Honor. Yeah, I'll have no such thing happen again. I can't believe that they would use this word against me. Jesus Christ. Rules for thee, but not for me is crazy, isn't it? Yeah, so when you say slop, it's fine. Oh, man.
channel felt when I called his channel Slop so dismissively. Alright? Even my own takes on what's slop or not are subjective at best and objectively wrong at worst. Which is why I think we should be a lot more careful when discussing things we don't like instead of just jumping to that word.
You're right, yeah. Probably the first true thing you've said this whole video, I'm gonna be honest, and it took you 6.5 minutes? Crezy.
Should actually try to figure out and articulate why we don't like something instead of just taking shortcuts. Yeah. Just because a YouTuber makes one or a few or perhaps even many mistakes doesn't mean their channel is slop. Just because a piece of art/content is mediocre doesn't mean that it's slop. Just because a video is too long for your liking or a game isn't in a genre you jive with doesn't mean it's slop.
Yeah, I mean, sky is blue type statement, but okay, sure.
Just because something takes inspiration from something else doesn't mean it's slop. Unless it goes too far and becomes plagiarism, in which case, maybe so.
9/11 was bad, okay.
We really need to start recognizing that not all art is made for everyone, and that...
Who's we? No, like, I'm being genuinely serious. Who's we? Because, like, the internet... in the time it took us to watch this video, a 14-year-old... Oh, I say 14... How performative of me. A 10-year-old got their first iPhone and made their first Twitter account. And started calling everything slop. So when you say we, it's like... It's just kind of... It's like, oh, is this the royal we? Like... We need to stop doing it. It's like fair statement, but like I don't know, man. Like it's just it just comes across. I don't know.
Maybe so. We really need to start recognizing that not all art is made for everyone.
It's like 9/11 was bad type statement. You know what I mean? Like the kinds of people that need to hear it are probably not the kinds of people that are gonna watch your video. You know, like I just sure.
And that it's a shitty thing to just casually dismiss and degrade other people's work or other people's taste just because you don't understand or enjoy it. That is why I think we should just stop saying the word slop when talking about real art and save it for things that actually deserve it. And even then, the line between what does and doesn't deserve it can be literally anywhere depending on who you ask. So, I don't know.
It's almost as if making this distinction is utterly pointless. Because when you tell someone to, like, shouldn't use this term anymore, I think that's fine. It's like, only use it for things that deserve it, but then it's, like, such a subjective term that, like, it almost... Do you know what I mean? It's like, what are we even trying to do here? Do you know what I mean? Like, what's the overall point? It's like, yeah, but saying use it for things that deserve it is such a subjective matter, to the point where It's just, yeah, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to make of that statement. It's like everyone draws the line at different places. So like, where's the place? Who is the arbiter that gets to decide what is objectively slop and what isn't? Because we all agree that AI generated nonsense is slop, but everything else is like. And then of course you don't account for the people that just use it for the sake of using it. If the word exists now, it's in the internet's lexicon. You just got to deal with it. That's the best way to go about it. But sure.
Very least, make sure you understand what slop actually means and that it's reductive by nature, and to make sure whatever it is you want to use it against actually falls underneath the reasonable definition.
Insert content. I genuinely don't know what to put here. I just want to finish this stupid video. Why did you... What? If you think this video is stupid, why did you even make it? No, seriously, why did you... Well, because you had like a... You felt guilty over calling someone slop? Just give him a... I saw someone say this in the chat, and I didn't want to acknowledge it because I thought, okay, that's a bit much. But like, someone in the chat earlier said this could have been a tweet. This could have been an email. It genuinely could have been. You could have just emailed Moon Channel, sorry I called your channel slop, and you could have saved us all the trouble. Like, if you think the video is stupid, what's the point? Like, why did you even make this? No, genuine. I'm being genuine. Like, why did you even make this? This video is genuinely slop. Or at least I'd call it slop. Like, ironically enough, the creator put out slop, right? Like, I don't know what to make of this.
Of slop, and that it deserves to be labeled as such. Like, maybe if it's borderline slop, but it's handmade with pure intentions or out of catharsis, or has no reason not to exist, or is still enjoyable in spite of its sloppiness, then maybe it doesn't deserve to be reduced to the same level as corporate slop, or AI slop, or micro slop, or whatever else. Put it this way, there is a massive difference between McDonald's and something like Culver's, or Shake Shack, or Five Guys, or In-N-Out, from what I hear. Even if these are all technically slop, they are not the same.
Americans describing a phenomenon. So imagine a burger. The American phenomenon will never be outdone, gamers. They have to be. Imagine a burger. Once you start seeing it, gamers, you'll notice every American fucking does this. Imagine a burger, guys. Imagine a burger. Unreal. Oh, and that's the line you leave us on, yeah? Alright, it's in this video. Total I. So, why are you... Who's this for? If there's a term that you overuse in your videos, how about you just don't use it? I don't know. I don't get. This is probably one of the most insecure videos I've genuinely ever watched in my life. I'm gonna be honest. And you know what? I'm gonna call it slop. That's what I'm gonna do. Because even you admitted this video was stupid and probably didn't need to exist. Yeah, this video was slop, broski. Let's have a deep dive into the comments, shall we? Let's see what the comments have to say. I don't know about this, bro. It's gotta be real with you. This video didn't release. It escaped, literally. Literally, man. Man, this is just quality slop. You only like it because it's good. Yeah, guys, Breaking Bad is just quality slop, by the way. It's just quality slop. Slop is the into equivalent of a little brother repeating what you said.
Promote me to the head of the royal guard.
Scared the shit out of me, broski. God damn! Remember milestone slop. Thank you so much, Natty Lily. I appreciate it. That was jump scare slop. That's what that was. Think about it. Slop is just essentially the new mid. Yeah. If it is that, then why are you getting annoyed? It will have its time in the sun. It will have its moment in the sunlight. And it'll just move on. Slop is the internet equivalent of your little brother repeating what you said in a high-pitched voice to make you sound stupid. Yeah, and you should treat it as such. If your little brother repeats something in a high-pitched voice, you know your little brother's just being a little shit and just trying to get under your skin, so you just don't let him get under your skin? Slop is slowly but surely replacing the word overrated. I think it already has. Damn, this vid slop was low-key great. You're my favorite slop tuber for real. Yeah, this video was certainly slop, that's for damn sure. I say sludge just to change it up a bit. I think, you know, that's fair. That's fair, you know. Slop used to mean something. Now that is shallow, like something is meaningless, shallow, and heartless. We call Gen AI slop for a reason. Now you just call anything they don't like slop. I hate when words become meaningless buzzword. Hey, that's just the internet, dipshit. That's just what happens. Words evolve over time, and sometimes they evolve in ways you don't like. That's just what happens. Yep. And tourist? Tourist is still funny. I don't care what you have to say. I hope slop is not overused. Just like adding maxing to everything. Yeah, this comment is shit maxing, broski. Slop maxing. Real. I guess it's been overused and lost original meaning, kind of making the majority of usage slop itself. It's so sloppy, it became slop. LARPer's become the new tourist. That's true, I've seen LARPer a lot. I've seen LARPer make a comeback. I hope a slop makes it experience the same thing as the word who asked. I hope slop stays for a while longer, honestly. I'm glad who asked left. I hope it keeps going. I hope it keeps staying. I hope it stays. Slop in and of itself has become slop. Man. What I like about this channel is that you're honest and about growing as a person. In this day and age, we focus on being perfect, the same forever. That's not how humans work. Well, okay, I'm glad that you're growing as a person, but like as a video to watch, it just wasn't that good at all. Like I'm happy that you learn not to write people off as slop, I guess, but if you're gonna make a video on the most annoying word on the internet, as the average internet YouTuber user, is maybe expecting a bit of a breakdown as to like the etymology of the word, why it's bad, what should we use in its stead, but like instead we got like 8 minutes of insecurity. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I feel like I've been clickbaited. If it was titled something else, I probably we probably would have been, yeah, sure, I guess. Good job on growing. You know, like 9 out of 10 hook, 4 out of 10 video. Yeah, basically. Honestly. Ironically, titles like yours is why I don't watch videos that much unless people recommend it to me nowadays. You know? Because how many times have we seen a good title but then the video didn't deliver? What was that one video? Like, Donkey Kong Country 3 and the declining birth rate? One unbelievably good title. The video was like a 4 out of 10. I'm just like, oh. It was just some guy complaining, wah, babies make me not happy, wah. It's like, shut the fuck up, bro. Loser. You're like 21, of course you hate babies. And then watch, as soon as you turn 30, you're gonna be like, oh, I wanna be a father now. Yeah, happens to everyone, happened to me. It's gonna happen to you as well. Another video essay slop, true! Not a good time for it's boring. This channel is underrated slop, it's overrated slop, that's true. I saw one about forgotten Nintendo games, and it was Galaxy 2 and Animal Crossing. Yeah, that's crazy work. That's crazy work. What's it? Held back on the slop this video. Yeah, I don't know about that. Welcome back to slop. No, welcome back to slop. That's my favorite thing. Yeah, this comment section is slop. I'm bored. I'm bored. I'm bored, gamers. I'm bored of the comments are boring me. The comments are boring me. You're just boring. You're boring. This comment section, actually, let's sort by new. Maybe we might get some funny comments. This comment section is boring. Boring. Slop should get a new meaning. Maybe because I'm boring. Slop video, not gonna let true. Every slop video is vid slop. No, this video never used that word before I got annoying. Pretty sloppy video, I'm true, I agree. Preach, thank you for making this video. The dude is not that deep mindset is really bad. Hey, actually, I kind of agree with this. It's a shame the whole video wasn't like that. I think a video that breaks down the phenomenon of like people just going, but the curtains are actually blue like all the time is really fucking annoying. And if anything, I would say that's way more annoying than the word slop, because people doing this phenomena kind of deny one of the most linguistic beauties of the English language in that subtext, you know? Multiple meanings. Like, different words can have different meanings of content. Yeah, and when people are like, it's not that deep, like, it ruins everything. If I see a comment in my comment section that says, it's not, I ban them. I ban you. I ban you. You're the reason why the world is becoming more media illiterate. Literally, that's the problem. But I'll save this video for someone that can make a not slot video, eh? How about that? Either way, I'll leave it there. Broski. He had a Patreon, guys. He was doomed. He was doomed from the start, okay? He was doomed from the start. Shouldn't have watched the video. He was doomed from the start, gamers. Yeah, we'll leave it there. Slot video, boring chungus. L skibbity, skibbity cringe. We'll move on. Patreon slop. Real, true! True and or real. Wow, yes! Yes! I love video slop, gamers. I love video slop. I just saw a comment about someone on making an analysis video of the slug from Monster University and someone saying it's not that deep. Why'd you click on the video then? Fucking idiot, man. It's always the Patreon Andy's. True. It's always the Patreon Percy's. Okay, what is this? Legend of Zelda, Moon Slop 3. Can we get a true? Can we get a true? I fucking hate I hate long slop as well. I hate long slop. What is you're picking up the phone, right, chat? Chat, you're picking up the phone, right? Tell me you're picking up the phone. Tell me you're picking up the phone, chat. You're picking up the phone. If I was caught, you'd pick up the phone, surely. Blocked? Yeah, no, you know, I'm out. No, I'm out. I'm not having that. I'm out. I'm not having it. Alright, gamers, I got post-credit slop, gamers. I got post-credit slop. I decided to screenshot the first post from my favorite subreddit. Roommate transferred to schools because he caught me jacking off on his bed. Peanut.